All right guys, this is B-Side here with the SCS 4DJ from Stanton, and I'm going to go over some of the do's and don'ts or tips and tricks of this product. An important thing to remember when you're using the SCS 4DJ is going to be your EQ levels. Often when you're mixing, a lot of times you cut out the highs, the mids, or the lows. Remember, these are a complete kill, so if you have audio going, you will not hear anything at all until you readjust the EQ settings. If you do not have a microphone and you don't want to use a microphone, it's always good to keep the mic volume down. Keep your master volume somewhere around 12 o'clock, not all the way up so you don't get distortion. And very importantly, for your cueing, you cue either channel 1 or channel 2 with the little headphone buttons, and your cue pan should be in a desired position. Everyone's a little bit different when it comes to actually mixing in their headphones. Some DJs like to only hear the cue, others like to only hear the master. This is the cue pan for that, and then the volume for that headphone. You have dual outputs, 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch, which both work simultaneously. So if you're DJing with someone else or you're teaching someone else how to DJ, that's a good way for you to actually have both those outputs. Here, the system settings is really going to be the key for each DJ to individualize his unit. In the audio settings, I can adjust auto cue, auto loop length, the headphone split, and even the pitch slider range, which is going to be really important for DJs who like to manually adjust the pitch. Each of these system settings can be adjusted by just scrolling to the desired setting that you want to change and then entering and setting that exactly how you want. So your platter speed, your crossfader, and even some of your more generic settings like factory resetting everything if you make a mistake or you get lost. So it's really important that you take a look at your audio settings. It's really important for DJs who've just got the unit to understand that it does come with a demo video. The demo video will automatically play and play looped until you either exit it by pressing home or browse. Upon boot up, you have a way to disable that. So once you've learned how to use the unit, you can disable the demo video mode by holding the system button when it prompts you to do that on boot up. Really cool feature of the SCS 4DJ is the Auto DJ feature. And unlike a lot of the other controllers that are out there or some of the other software that's out there, this Auto DJ setting will actually let you grab a playlist that you've pre-set up either in Windows Media Player or iTunes, or you can actually go in and start from scratch using the unit and create a playlist. Once you have a playlist stored, you can activate that playlist, load one song on each deck, and when you load a song, you're automatically going to be sent to your home screen. You switch from the waveform view to the album art view with the total wave and your beat measures, and you'll see you have Auto DJ. You can activate the Auto DJ. You'll see the icon of the little headphone guy letting you know you're in Auto DJ mode. Auto DJ will actually not only play the songs in order of the list, it will automatically beat match from deck A to deck B back to A in the order of your playlist. That's your Auto DJ setting. I am not a typical controller DJ. I come from the vinyl era, and I really think it's important to learn how to mix and pitch bend manually. But now with the technology, you have the ability to actually do a sync. The problem with most software is that the sync is forcing you to look to beat match strictly on numerical value. Smart Sync will actually know when I have a song that is half the normal BPM. So for example here, I've got a song that is correctly at 126 BPM. The other song is showing 63 point something BPM. That is actually not the BPM. It's very easy for you to go in and tap the tempo in and it will adjust that BPM. But for those of you who don't change that or who may be unaware and actually hit sync, this unit is smart enough to actually take your BPM, even if it's half tempo, and still match the beat on time. And here's a good example of that. I'll throw it off a little bit. One is at 126, the other's at 63. Sync. And now it's in perfect harmony. Another important thing to remember about BPM is although the songs will analyze automatically when you first connect your thumb drive or your hard drive, if that BPM is incorrect, you have the ability to manually tap that BPM in, and you'll see the BPM will actually change from white to blue on the screen. And if you want to reanalyze or go back to your original analyzed BPM, you press and hold the tap button and it'll automatically go back from blue to white, letting you know that you're back at the original analyzed BPM. A really nice feature, if I'm trying to scroll through a song, typically, if I don't have the platter engaged, it's just pitch bend. If I have the scratch mode on and I spin it, it's spinning in real time. I can press and hold my scratch button and then spin the wheel, and you'll see that I can scroll through the song in high speed, large portions, and that goes forward as well as reverse, which is a really cool way for you to find a particular part of the song if you don't have a cue point.